Is my filing in here, Shannon?
Your private paperwork? Yes, I just saw. Right, here's.
Yeah, this is an automobile. It's not a motor vehicle. And it's private property and it's private trust. And I forced the state of Texas to dismiss their own case. It was the first one in 20 years. So I'll hold. Call your supervisor while you read that. It's not required.
I do have it though.
Don't close the door.
I do have it.
I have the right to defend myself, sir.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, you are. I already told you I'm infirm for my life. Call your supervisor and I'll hold.
Okay, do you have a driver's license?
I have the right to
Plead the fifth on that.
plead the fifth.
We have the right to not incriminate ourselves.
Yeah, I have the right to not incriminate myself, and I don't know why you're trying to force me to incriminate myself.
Or to generate revenue when we're just
Did you
trying
read
to get
this?
Do
food.
you have insurance on the vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Let's read this right on your thing. In respect, I, Decatur Matthew, the family Thorpe, in essay and sui juris, being rightfully sworn, proclaim under penalty of perjury the de facto U.S. public citizenship, being in substance privileged Roman citizenship, allows the constitutionally de jure government of the United States to be replaced with a de facto emergency war powers military government. You're trying to get me to answer to a nom de jure.
Right.
You know what that means?
We're
A name
trickery.
of war that's an occupied nation.
Do you have a driver's license?
I refuse to do anything that's going to incriminate myself unless you can prove that I have to.
Or that he committed a crime.
Can you prove that a crime has been committed? Because you can't even have those emergency lights on unless somebody's life's in jeopardy and there's a crime.
And you're on private
Do you have
property.
insurance on the vehicle?
Yes, I do. I
I'm
do.
self-insured.
You're self-insured. Do you have anything that says that you're self-insured?
Yes, we do.
I just tried to give it to you and you refused to take it.
Are you attempting to get someone to incriminate themselves by asking them questions? Because that's wrong, man. And you're violating the
And you're
Fourth
at a gas
Amendment.
cam too.
That's okay.
Okay.
You have no driver's license.
I
No,
never said
we're
that.
not answering
Words
those
in my
questions,
mouth.
man.
I
Quit
have
trying
the
to
right to remain silent.
quit trying to get
That's
this
what
guy
I'm
to
gonna do.
incriminate
There you
himself.
go. There you go.
So you don't have a driver's license.
I never said that.
We're not answering that question. You got to stop asking that same question because we're
What
not
is the
trying to
legal definition of
self-incriminate.
driving? How many hours a week do you spend in the law library? Because I spend about 60. How many do you spend? I know you spend about 60 hours at range. Why don't you spend 60 hours at the law library? You know the legal definition of driving is conducting commerce. I'm not conducting commerce. I had a family emergency and needed food to come to fish. And you just stopped.
Yeah, you're not wearing a mask. You're not social distancing, man. You're trying to kill us. You're trying to kill
Force
us
me to
right
keep my
now.
door open when
You
I'm
want us
trying
dead?
to-
And you're going on YouTube too. Just
Yeah,
so
you're
you
live
know.
on YouTube right now.
Yeah, Mr. Change.
Freedom from government. Look that up.
Freedom from government. Go get your supervisor.
He's got the
You
whole.
want this? This is your last chance.
He's got everybody on the way right now.
It's
Give me
okay.
that. Call Heather. Have her call the supervisor and the attorney general.
Give me your phone. I gotta get the attorney general on the phone.
It's sad that we have to call them every time. You people, rookies like you, have nothing better to do than to
Shannon, be
pull
quiet.
us over.
I've done
for-
this 3 times. I've had to
private
call the
claim.
attorney general and have them educate their public servants, which are you guys. Okay. Do you want this land recorder file? Is your supervisor here yet? Okay, well then I'll wait. And you called the magistrate on call because there's one on call that can diffuse this situation.
You
You're
people, huh?
trespassing against the
I
Texas
can I see
statesman.
your other phone to call Heather?
I'm streaming.
Do I have to be in Texas to be a statesman?
Get it from Decatur.
No driver's license. No insurance.
Don't answer that
I'm
question.
not
Never said
answering
that.
any of your questions. I have a right to remain silent. I tried to give you all my paperwork to prove who I am, and you refused it.
I've been
That's
better.
your fault.
Deal, like for real? Bitch, pull it down.
So what's your first and last name?
It's right here. Would you like
On
to
the
read
top?
the filing?
On the top?
Okay, I gotta let her know.
You have insurance on your vehicle?
Yes, it's in my little bag.
Are you guys attending to a store right now?
I'm not attempting.
Oh, well, he just incriminates himself, sir, Mr. Stone.
Can't read 2 articles at one time.
Sir, you educate yourself while he's educating himself. It doesn't matter. Senator.
There's something called the equal footing clause
So
too.
a Supreme Court of Arizona doesn't apply here. Is that what you're telling me?
That's in Arizona.
Supreme Court is all 50 states, sir. If they make a law, it applies in all 50 states.
So how many cops you think were required for this intimidation you're doing to us
Yeah.
right now?
Intimidation?
Yeah,
Not
you're
having-
totally intimidating us with all these armed officers around us.
Do I intimidate you? sir?
Yes,
Yes.
you are
I
very
told you
intimidating
I
right now.
was in fear for
You're
my
trying to
life.
coerce
I came here
coerce
by
us
my-
into
for my religious
incriminating
beliefs.
ourselves.
I'm a Mennonite. I was born in an Amish colony.
You're
I was
trying to
born
make
in the
us-
bathtub. I don't even have your birth certificate.
Excuse me?
And you're trying to tell me I gotta go get one because I gotta go get an ID, right? Which isn't even law.
None of you guys are wearing masks either, except for this guy.
Yeah, none of you
Good
guys
job.
are wearing masks, and now I'm really in fear for my life.
Yeah, we're really in fear for our lives because there's something called COVID. You know? You ever heard of that? It's deadly.
Fill that out, and then I'll answer your questions.
So you have no state issued IDs.
Stop asking that.
Answering
Why are you
questions.
asking me questions? I'm asking you questions. Where's the magistrate on call? The law says if you arrest me, you have to take me there within 24 hours.
I haven't arrested you.
I know you're trying to.
How much?
You're,
Why have you
you're
surrounded
trying to
me with
intimidate
armed
us right
people?
now. Look at how many cops you got with guns.
NRS 1.030. Do you know what that is?
No, why don't you educate me?
Why don't you look it up? Because you're
It's
supposed
common
to know.
law.
You spend more time at the range so you can shoot people than you do at the law library.
You're trying to
That's your
traffic us
problem.
right now. Trafficker.
Why don't you look me up on the
Human
Pacer ID?
trafficker.
I gave you that paper.
You guys know your whole company is defunct?
States, 2 county commissioners. Why don't you call Hawthorne and talk to the worshipful master at the lodge? Because I just had to get him to dismiss a ticket from the Walker Lake because that was in fraud.
Just like this.
Just like
exact same
this.
scenario.
And I got a state trooper fight ticketing inside the charter district of Lovelock.
So this is
Because it's
ridiculous.
contracted to the PD, so why is the state trooper ticketing?
You're
in
trying to
that
get us to
jurisdiction?
identify as your
So now
subject.
you understand that I know a lot more than the average citizen about jurisdiction and charters. So let me see your charter.
You know about NRS 171.123?
I know about NRS 1.030.
We don't follow codes, man. Those are for
It says
employees
that
of the
there's
state.
NRS 1.030 says the common law is in effect in all times in this state. And
NRS
under the common law, I have not committed a crime. I have not harmed a man, woman, or a child. I have committed no felony. You have not witnessed me commit a crime.
And you still haven't got your supervisor here.
And you still have failed to get a supervisor.
Looks like you did your hair, though.
That was a good one. I've never heard that one.
I bet you have.
So you're not familiar with NRS 171.123?
I'm familiar with OEF, OIF veteran.
It looks like you guys could be doing something a lot more heroic than
I'm
this.
familiar with. I fought for 2 wars, so you could sit here and have this rights incrimination belt around you and conspire against people's rights every day.
So you're not familiar with NRS 171.123?
Are you?
I'm familiar with NRS 1.030,
Right.
and you haven't answered my question.
You haven't answered any.
I'm not required to answer your
I'm not
question.
required to answer your question.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
so
we're
call
not
your
required to be
supervisor.
harassed either.
And we have a time limit to get food that we just drove 4
Yeah,
hours
we just
to
drove
get.
4 hours from Gabs to get here to get food, so now I'm going to be injured by your actions by stopping me, and I'm going to have a suit against the county. So call the county commissioner because I'd like to talk to him.
And you didn't call your supervisor. You called a bunch of backup to harass us.
Right. We asked
And
for
intimidate
the
us.
supervisor. We
Where's
asked
the
for your
supervisor?
supervisor.
We need the supervisor
The
here.
supervisor.
It's a delayed birth registration made 11 years after I was born. I was born in an Amish colony. I don't have a social. I don't have a birth certificate. Now you understand I'm not in your computer.
And so we're not trying to be
We're not your
I'm a
subject.
Texas-born statesman.
rude, but
I don't drive around and rob people. I don't have guns in my car.
No
I don't even
criminal
believe
history,
in
like-
weapons. I don't even own a gun.
I've
And
never
here you
been
are
arrested.
trying to conspire against my freedom.
Trying to
All
rob
I did
us.
is come to get food.
are you saying we're not allowed?
Are you saying
we're
I'm not
breaking the
allowed
law?
to come here to get food?
Have we
Because I have a
broken
right
any
to drive to a
laws?
church or to travel to a church to worship.
Why did you
I have
stop
a right
us?
to go
Right.
to feed my family.
Why did you stop us?
What was I stopped for? Was I speeding?
No.
No, I was
Everything's on
stopped
our dash
because-
cam. We have proof of everything that
Right.
we've been doing. So what did we do wrong?
I need a supervisor here, Mr.
Yeah,
Stone.
call your supervisor, not the bunch of backup you got here. Call the boss.
Otherwise, call 911 and I need to get a state.
Somebody
I
call
need a DOT
911
officer 'cause
and
he's
tell
not
them that
even
Carson
DOT
City is
qualified.
trying to extort us right
I
now.
need a state trooper here because he's not DOT qualified.
He's
Do it.
DOT qualified.
Tell him the legal definition of driving. Conducting commerce. I'm not conducting commerce when I'm coming here to feed my family.
I need to get in here to get a hold of her. Let me put the pen away.
This isn't a vehicle. This is an automobile. It's private property. This isn't a private estate. No, it's private property, sir.
Transport is commercial activity, buddy.
You are making me
Stop.
scared for my
You got my daughter back here crying, by the way. Can you please get a supervisor here? No, I'm
You're
not
making the scene,
I'm the
dude.
one with the gun.
You're making
bro.
the scene.
We've been private traveling for
You've
10
got your
years,
lights on. You got all your
Traveling
buddies
for 12
here.
years across the nation.
and you guys are
You're
like,
making the scene.
And I feel like you're trying to keep me to where you can yank me out of my vehicle and feel me unsafe for my life because you won't even let me close my door.
Close the door.
Okay.
What's going on then, buddy? What are you doing?
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Good. I'm glad we're live.
The 130 people watching.
You're on YouTube.
Yes, say hi to YouTube.
Stop, Ariana.
This is my ID right here. God gave it to me. You got one too. Hosea 4:6. My people perish for lack of knowledge and law. Because they have abandoned God's law for man's law, I'll also abandon your children and your children's children. So do you know about being damned to hell? I don't know if you've ever been affiliated with a church, but you're trying to damn me to hell. You're trying to get me to give up my master, which is God, and accept some foreign master. I love you and I pray for you guys. I just called the Attorney General the other day telling him I pray for him and I'm worried about it, this law enforcement in this state. And now look. What say you? Nothing. You feel shame, don't you?
Stop. Just be. You don't have to be rude either. Like,
I
we
pray
just,
for you
can we
guys,
just
man. I
peacefully
understand you guys
resolve
feel like
this
you
somehow?
sold your souls. And I feel like you guys are forced by the powers that be to conspire against your fellow brothers. This is a divide and conquer
there a way
tactic.
that we
We're
can
brothers. We're
peacefully
both Americans. I
resolve
fought for
this?
this country, man.
Is there a way that we
Is there a
can
way that I can go
resolve this?
home with my food and please go in there and get my food because I'm a disabled veteran and I'm allowed to do that.
And I'm not doing
And get
anything
my
wrong.
food. Can I please? Can I please feed my family, master?
You don't, Gator. You don't have to be like that either. So.
Nothing's working. He won't answer me. I can't even get out of the car because I'm in fear for my life. I can't shut my door. Any occupied structure in Nevada.
Did you ever live in Wisconsin?
I'm not answering any questions.
So you understand it's just gonna make the whole process take longer than it has to.
What process?
What process are you wanting us to? You're messed
This
up.
is your process, not mine.
Yeah, we didn't ask you to process us.
You're making this whole thing take longer than
I'm
it has to.
making this. No, you're making this take long.
You guys started it. We did not start this.
I did nothing.
You just do this because it'll go easy
Technically,
on
if you
you.
read your
What-
own statutes, you can't even have those red and blue lights on unless there's an emergency and someone's life's in jeopardy and there's been a crime or a felony committed. None of which have happened today.
Well, he's gonna stop, Gator. He's reaching for his. I don't know. So you need to stop.
They want to kill us.
Nobody wants to hurt you guys.
Yeah, you do. I know why.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
social distancing. You're harassing us.
I got my mask on.
This guy doesn't.
I
He's
can't
trying to
even
kill
shut
us.
my door. He's going to try to charge me with assault, and you're trying to tell me that you're not trying to trespass?
He's
Can
also
you ask him to stand down so I can shut my door and feel
We're not.
safe?
You don't work for us, man. We don't work for you. You're not our servants. You're supposed to be out there doing something heroic. You know what I mean? This is not heroic.
It's not noble.
This
Right
is
now,
Integrity
somebody's
is
stealing
not-
something somewhere
in the
town, I
parking lot
guarantee it.
of a
food
food pantry. You guys are gonna do this. Like, that's honorable, huh? That's noble.
When I
Not.
call the worshipful master of the lodge here, he's going to say the same thing. You came to get food, and they trespassed against you.
Yeah.
negative. I don't think it's necessary at this point.
All I wish is for safe passage to get my food back home. The only reason I ever travel is to go to church and to get food. I don't go driving around cruising strips. I don't go to Vegas
Don't
like
do drugs. Don't
They
do
want
do
us.
drugs.
They're trying to get
I
us to
don't go buy
retaliate.
prostitutes.
They want us to retaliate. They want to get. They have to give us. They give them a reason to shoot us right
Yeah,
now.
That's exactly what he's trying
Yeah.
to do. That's why he won't let me close my door.
They're holding us hostage as well.
Get your butt in that
Yeah,
seat
so
with your
this is
seatbelt on.
unlawful arrest.
And
All
it's
that,
like
right?
1 point something
Any
million.
kind of detain is an unlawful arrest.
It's $28,000 per 25 minutes, according to the Supreme Court. So you're sitting here wasting our time. And your own money.
To get food that we can't even get because we're being
And you're making a big scene in front of the place where we were trying to come get food at.
embarrassing.
Uh,
Does that feel good, Cheney?
Are you meeting your stats? How's your quotas doing? Because you're a bad cop, you're probably getting promoted real quick, huh? Are you going to make chief or sheriff real quick? The more rights you conspire against, the more money you make for the county. This is all about revenue generation. We
Yeah,
know that.
and there's more than one of you guys here, so you definitely are
And this is a waste of
conspiring
tax
to deprive
dollars.
us
You
of
got
rights.
3 vehicles running, wasting gas. You got all these people here. At least $40 an hour being wasted. For what? Little old me? A Mennonite? More in an Amish county. Coming to get food. This is absurd.
So who do you want us to identify as? Your subject? Because we're not that.
Yep.
We're not that. We don't work for you. And if you're going to claim that we're your subject, you need to show where we've been paid
And
to be
second
employed
off,
by
I'm
the
not
same
gonna sign
company.
to get booked. I'm not going to sign to get my picture or my prints taken. And so that's all going to be conspiracy against my rights under the color of law. So then I'll be out within 72 hours because you guys can't hold me more than 72 hours. I've already done this. For 12 years, I've been doing this.
And he's been doing it for 20.
And he's been doing it for 20.
And you don't look like you've been on the force very long, to be honest with you. You got that smirk about you.
Yeah, you're not even a sergeant yet. I had higher rank than you when I was in the Navy.
Okay, it's not about. Okay, can we just?
Well, I'm sorry. I tried to be peaceful at first, but he won't let me close my door.
He's
Now I feel
depriving us
threatened.
of food and starving us, actually, is what you're doing right now, too. Because this place is about to close.
Yes, and I have a child in back. And don't think that I won't serve you with the U.S. Marshals and sue this county.
Sue the shit out of this
You
county.
should check my track record. Look up on Pacer. Have the county commissioner look me up on the Pacer ID and the U.S. District Court's login. I'll wait.
Your wife is going to be upset, too.
Yeah, because you guys hide all your assets
Unless you
in your
don't,
wife's
unless
names.
you're not that way.
Yeah, they usually put everything in the wife's maiden name.
Put that down right now.
Might I add, before, where's that envelope with the private papers, Shannon? Am I sitting on it?
Hang on, I'm trying to make sure I got him. I got this. What do you
Right
want?
there. Hand me that. Because I got the court order from Texas saying that no county in any of the 50 states can never have another custody case on my kids. And you need the case number because it's a sealed case.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because
like,
I already know if that lady's waving at my kid, I already see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make money off of a human traffic.
Yeah, waving and smiling like nothing's going on.
Okay, you need to stop.
Yeah, I have a problem. I don't wave at people's strange kids. I'd probably be arrested. No, I don't wave at strange children that don't belong to me, ma'am. That's probably how people get accused of things that they might not have actually done. Here's the case number in Montgomery County, Texas. You guys probably need
Just will you stop? Like, can you just give them time to figure out what it is they want to
16-02
do? Or-
01930 2016 March 2nd. Thank you for stepping away from my door. Are you going to let me shut it when I get back in finally?
Well,
What's
what
the
is
plan here?
wrong?
What's
Why-
going on?
Why are you treating us like we're doing something that we're not supposed
Why
to
are
be
you
doing?
treating us like criminals when there's no crime committed? Can you
can't
talk?
even give us a reason that you pulled us
You can't even
over.
talk?
Stop.
Try to close the door again. You can move on.
Why? What have I done?
Dad, don't.
Because I want to be safe in
Do
my
you
vehicle?
understand? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
Well,
I'm not
as
answering
far as
questions.
what it's looking like right now is that we're going in handcuffs anyway, so you're not giving us much hope. You know?
There's a kid in the back that is worried for her father and
You're not giving us much hope. For being a hero, you're not acting like one. I'd love to call you a hero, but you're not acting like one. And you still didn't call your supervisor.
He's on the way.
Thank you.
Please leave my family alone.
Ariana, just calm down. Hey, Shannon, will you get back there and sit with her? Can we step away from the vehicle so my wife and my daughter can calm down? And can you guys step away as well with me and sit up there?
Just a minute. Sergeant just showed up.
Hopefully he'll choose to do the right thing where you guys have not.
Yeah, if you go ahead and read that. Like, that's where we come from. See that? Like, we're like practically missionaries, and you guys are like, they have nothing better to do.
Dad, don't try to close the door again.
It's okay. God told me I'd die on the side of the road helping people. He ain't gonna kill me today.
Why isn't your sister answering?
Cause she don't care.
She knows.
Thank you for calling, Sue. You're very honorable. A lot of times they confuse me. Thank you.
I'm just trying to have a conversation with you.
You're not answering.
You're not telling us what's going on, though. You're not really doing very good at communicating.
Neither are you.
Well, we would like to know what's going on.
I would like your guys' names and dates of birth.
He's not even piloting a vessel.
You want-
How does
you want my
how do you
ID?
have jurisdiction
You have
to
an
get
ID?
his?
Yeah, I got an ID.
You want my
Thank you
ID?
very much.
I don't really have an ID, but I give you my name. Like, I have a
Yours is
expired
right in
ID.
here in our marriage declaration, so
Okay.
you don't even have to worry about your ID. They know who you are already.
All right.
I feel threatened and under duress right now.
Non-criminals.
That's the only reason why I'm handing this over.
He's demurring.
Under threat.
I'm not going to identify as your subject. That's for damn sure. I'm a child of God,
We all are.
not of the state. And I don't worship you guys. I worship my master, and I'm a joyful servant.
If you let my wife and daughter leave, you can shoot.
Will you stop?
Well,
Why
then
would you even
please
say
let us
that?
peacefully leave. We did nothing.
Yes, please.
Stop.
I thought she was referring to mine. I was going to correct her and tell her she had to incorrect you. I don't have a date of birth. I have a born on date. Like a Budweiser, you know, you look at the bottom of the can, it says born on.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, isn't it weird that beer's born, but people are birthed? You know what the legal definition of birth is? A ship pulls into a port out in the Navy. It gets a birth certificate. It's a contractual nexus with the United States corporate. I was an F-18 mechanic. I hated being a weapon of war, but I mean, I served my country. I did what I had to do. Stupidest thing I ever did was not read that contract before I signed it. Amen.
It's crazy
What
that you
made me
guys
learn
hate.
law?
You
know?
guys hate American values, though. I thought this country was about freedom and stuff, and it doesn't feel very free right now.
And you're making this child
Stop.
Might I add that she just watched this 3 years ago while that state of Michigan kidnapped her sister.
Stop.
So
You don't mind giving me your name, do you?
injurious to my daughter.
Yeah. Been through hell and back.
Might I add that my sister has a domestic terrorism, or my wife has a domestic terrorism case against the state of Michigan because they conspired and kidnapped her kid while they held her for contempt of court and then dismissed all charges. There was no charges to even hold her while they kidnapped
Okay,
her kid, right?
I just want to dissolve this so I can go in here and get the food that I came here for.
Yeah,
Or
otherwise
I'm
we
gonna
just
bill
wasted a
your
4-hour
police
trip.
department.
And I'm going to bill the police department for my 4-hour trip.
They
all my
close
hours
at
here,
5.
And all of it.
We don't have a
live in
place to stay
Gabs.
out
I
here.
live in Gabs, just so you know, and I don't have a place to stay. So I'm going to be
It's in
coming
the
in.
middle of the
5 hours
state.
away.
It's like
It's in the
5
middle of
hours
the
away
state.
past Hawthorne. We came
So
to
I'm gonna
Carson
be
because it's
billing
the
you
only
guys?
place to get food.
I'm going to be billing you guys because I can't. I'm coming to get traveler's aid as soon as we're done too. Because now I got to get all the way back to Gabs because I'm not going to get food. Right? You understand all this problem this made me?
That's
I'm
why
trying
I'm
to be a godly
upset,
man
so-
here, and it's hard. You know what I'm saying? And I pray for you guys. You know, I worry about you guys. There's so many nut jobs out here, and then you guys got these sovereign citizens to worry about too. You know what I mean? I feel like the police officers are the sovereign citizens because they're the ones enforcing corporate financial foreign law. Your corporate law is foreign to me. I'm not a corporation. You know, I don't know if you read this, but the Emergency War Powers Courts enforce the sovereign will of a de facto War Powers Congress while sitting in an enlarged concurrent court of equity in a modem merged legal system operating upon a legal fiction. The legal fiction is presumed that the fact that Each individual private American national citizen of the United States of America was in contract with and enfranchised by the state of his or her natural birth, thereby altering his constitutional de jure private American national citizenship into a public federal U.S. citizenship.
What
Upon the
does
public
Ariel's number start with?
filing
Ariana
of a
979?
one-sided contract, and with this change in status allows and obligates the emergency war powers courts to dispose of his matter by federal or state in criminal or civil. Each court legitimately sits in a broad and modem consolidated court of simultaneous equity, implementing the statutes of an emergency war powers Congress.
Ariel.
That one-sided contract was public
Ariel, Jason, who is
documentation
this?
of a certificate of live birth,
Jason, get a hold of your mom. We're in
particularly
Carson
designed
City at the
after
fish
the
food
Roman
pantry,
Catholic
surrounded by
certificate
cops
of
that
baptism.
will not let me
So
shut
John
my
the
door
Baptist
or
was
go
killed
inside and get
because
food.
the Pope had a monopoly on
You
baptism.
need to call
Did
your
you know
mom
that?
right now. We're at
And
the fish
he wasn't
food pantry
registering
in
with the
Carson
Pope
City
back
and tell
then,
her
so
to
that's
call
why
their
he was killed.
supervisor.
Okay, so fast forward to today.
Please.
Right now, I'm not in your computer. I don't have a social security number, so I'm not a corporation. So I don't have a birth certificate. All I have is a.
If you violate our rights, you're taking that on you,
I
man.
understand when you guys both talk to me.
What I'm
The thing
trying to
is-
say is, you're trying to force me to admit to being a corporate name that's not me. All right, but that's what they're trying to put.
The other officer was.
She's
She was trying to
trying-
force him to identify as the subject.
He's trying to put this name. He's trying to put this name in the computer and say that I'm that name. That's not me. That's a corporation. That
I'm made of flesh
corporation
and
is owned
blood,
by the
not
state
letters.
of Wisconsin, as you can see. And this CUSIP number down here at the bottom makes it a bond. Isn't it odd that it says American Banknote Company on here? Why are people worth money? Why is the government trading in birth certificates?
I think it's human
Collateralizing
trafficking. Sounds like human trafficking. I think
exactly
your
what it
corporation is
Did you
defunct,
know-
as a matter of fact.
You know what personage is? It's been carried in death penalty in international law for
So
over
I'm not even-
200
am I
years.
allowed to get out of my
Personage is when I create a business in your name, and then you go to jail when
Hello?
my business does unlawful things. That's
Um,
exactly
we're-
what this
we're
game
being
is that they're doing
surrounded
to
by
these
a bunch
people.
of
You
police
understand that,
officers in
right?
Carson City because
I didn't go
they
through
won't give us
all
a
that.
reason
It's
why
a lot
we're
of
pulled
pages to
over.
read.
They're
It's kinda
not
So you
letting me
guys
shut my
should, because
door.
if you put my name in the
They're,
computer and you try to ticket me and
won't let
take me
us
to
go into the
jail,
food pantry
and I
that
get
we
in
just
court
drove
and I
5
say, "Where'd
hours
you
to
get
get
that
to?"
name?" and they say, "From this
And
paperwork,"
they're
it's all going to be
like,
thrown
they're
out
surrounded
because
us.
this says right in here that it's not to be taken into a foreign jurisdiction, and that's exactly what they're doing. Taking it to a foreign jurisdiction. And if you read in it, you failed to respond within the 90 days that I gave you when I served it to the Nevada Attorney General when I moved here 5 years ago. So you guys are already
We're at the
acquiesced.
fish food pantry in Carson
Huh?
City, and this rookie
Texas.
cop pulled us over and
like
called back up,
Nevada
and they're
or-
surrounding my
Huh?
van,
You like Nevada
and they
or
will
Texas?
not let me get out. They will not.
Not
let
when
me
things
let
like
me
this
get
are
out.
happening.
They
I'll tell you what,
like got
Texas, the
forceful
law
with him,
enforcement
and they won't call their
is schooled on this,
supervisor,
and they're
and
very
we're
competent in it,
10
and they know that you are able to travel to church and to
Carson
market,
City.
and they don't conspire.
They're on
against it. But
YouTube
here,
right now.
you guys need a lot of training,
We're with Trent.
and I would be willing to work with you guys on this training. If you guys need somebody to help you, I would volunteer my time
Yes.
so that you
Well,
guys I could save the life of another Mennonite or Amish man or a Hooterite. I would love to.
Again, we don't want to hurt anybody. We want the most
I
peaceful
know.
result out of this.
If
I
that's
know
the
that,
case,
and
then
that's why
why
I'm
you
saying
won't
I'd
even
like
give
to
us a reason
volunteer.
why you pulled
Quiet.
us over?
That's not him. It's a different cop.
I didn't pull you guys over. So our supervisor's here. They'll come talk to you.
Yeah, I'd like you to tell him that I'd like to even volunteer to help you guys train.
Absolutely. I'm sure we'd really appreciate that. You know, the more education, the more power, the makes us better officers.
Yeah,
Helps us do our job.
amen.
Can you please leave my
As soon as he
family?
gets over here, we
Yeah, sheriff's department.
All right. Thank you.
sure. It's a tough transition dealing with snow. Texas, it was hot. Nevada, lots of snow everywhere.
You know,
I
that's
like
real
this
nice
song.
that you chose to talk about the weather right now when you're trying to extort us and harass us and threaten us with bodily harm by carrying weapons.
Travis, for my safety, sir.
What about my safety?
You're supposed to serve and protect. You're supposed to be protecting me. You're supposed to be guarding me from these guys trying to kill me.
Sir, we want the most
So
peaceful.
turn around, pull your gun, and protect me, please.
Or let us go and get what
Let
we're
us go.
to do.
How about letting us go?
Well, then go protect
Right
and serve
behind me.
somewhere else because you ain't protecting me.
The woman cop keeps waving at her.
Well, maybe you could help affect the release of us because we're being detained unlawfully. Every stop is an arrest. There's no such thing as detention. There's no such thing as an investigative detention. It's all an arrest. Every time we're stopped, it's an arrest. And this happens to be an unlawful arrest. So every 25
Whereas
minutes
it
is
my
28,000
understanding
bucks.
The statute is defined in legislated rule of society, which has been given the force of law, but not law.
It's the color of
Yeah,
law.
It's not law. It's a color of law. Just like that's colorable money in your pocket, but it's not money. Money in the Bill of Rights is what? The only legal tender in these United States is what, Mr. Stone? It says gold and silver right in the Bill of Rights. You don't even know that? How come you're a cop, man? You guys don't even know the law.
They won't let us get out to go into the
You
food
understand what I'm
pantry,
saying?
and
Like,
they're
you guys
gonna
need to spend
close
more
in,
time
like,
in the law library.
10 minutes.
I pray that you guys let me volunteer and take you guys to the law library.
We just drove 5 hours to
I
get
really
here.
do, because you guys need it. They're making you guys spend so many hours in the range, but they ain't making you do it in the law library. And this is why we're a police nation. And this is why more cops
won't even let us shut
kill
my door.
citizens. You know, and people wonder why citizens
they won't
turn their
even tell
guns
us
on
why we're
cops.
being pulled over.
But the problem is this. Okay, I wrote an article for the Sovereign Voice, which is a Native American magazine.
We're gonna read that.
ITNJ.org, International Tribunal for
Oh,
Natural Justice.
the
That's
one
where I
guy wouldn't take his
volunteer.
hand off of it. The guy that pulled
I
us
know,
over
but,
for no reason.
What I wrote is I said that the problem with the American law and the law
What?
enforcement
Where?
is not with our courts. The problem is with the stats
How can
and
how?
the promotions. The bad cop who brings in the most revenue and smashes windows and violates rights makes rank the most, right? You don't have to agree with me. I understand. They're going to punish you if you do. Okay, so don't say nothing.
Well,
but
they're already trying to mess
When
with
you
me
stand up
because they
and
keep asking me
voice
if you
against
live
those
in
quotas that
Wisconsin
you don't
and
want to be a
whatnot,
revenue
they're
generator
trying
and
to
you don't want to be forced to do
jail.
that to your fellow brother, then they're going to punish you and put you on a beat guarding
Here.
some homeless shelter. You see what I'm saying? Just like they do in the Navy to the people that complain about stuff.
You hear me?
So I pray for you, brother. And I really do feel that I understand the forces are pushing down on your shoulders. And I pray that they don't make you do this to your own family. Because that would really hurt my heart.
I appreciate your support.
Right.
I really do. I mean, think about this as this was your family. You know, and you're here and forced to do this to your own
Yeah,
family.
we don't have the nice job. We don't have all the income. We're needing food. And you guys are preventing us from feeding ourselves.
And my daughter's crying back here.
Man, come
Like,
on,
I don't
man.
understand why you guys are doing this to us. Nobody's done anything wrong.
You can't
Where's
even
your
tell us what
supervisor
crime we
at?
committed.
It's just more tax dollars down the drain.
Stand over here. Why don't you step out and we'll go talk?
I don't wish to step out of where I have safety.
Okay.
You're
Is
scary.
that a statute? Yeah, you're scary. Can you just step away and let me talk to the supervisor?
I'm right here. You can talk.
Well, I'd like to just hand these to you, and
No, that's not what here.
Okay, so the supervisor.
so that you don't honor any constitution, any
Go ahead and hand that
land
to
recording
her.
filings.
Here's what's going to happen, sir. You're going
He
to go
looks
to
like
jail
he's about to
for
grab
driving
your
on
brother.
no registration, no insurance, and a revoked driver's license. We're going to pay you courtesy and leave the vehicle and not tow it. So your family
I
has
have a
somewhere to
driver's
stay.
license.
can
I
drive,
have
okay?
insurance, and this
That's
is
what's
my
gonna-
vehicle or
Okay?
my
And that's
my
what you
automobile.
Present to a judge and see how that works out for you.
Trent?
No, they're telling us that we have to
Hi.
pay their-
So hold on. So let me get this right.
No,
I'm
I'm not sure what,
you are
what her
going
name
to
is,
jail.
but
We're not
it
playing
seems
the
like
ahead and step
she
out.
got-
They're saying
Yeah.
it's going to-
I don't want to yell over you.
Yeah. I don't want to yell.
Am I allowed to bring this paperwork with me so I'm allowed to show it to the judge, or is it going to go in my jail property and I'm not going to have it?
No, you can take it. It'll go in your jail property.
I
and
don't
then
know.
you can
That's
take
what
it
they
to
Yeah,
court.
but then I won't be able to bring it to court,
I
right?
will talk to the jail. Make sure you can take it to court.
Oh my God. Ask
Yeah.
her for it.
Okay.
I don't trust
Hey,
it.
Shannon, she said she wants you to produce your driver's license or something.
If you have a driver's license.
It's expired, but I have one.
Oh.
I'm never going to get
I'm
a
trying
driver's
to not
license
leave your
again.
family
I will never
stranded.
will. I have the right to
She has a
travel.
license that just expired. Will you let her pile it out of here and take my daughter home?
I don't believe in that.
I will let that happen.
Okay, they're gonna let you.
I'm not
leave,
going
Sharon.
anywhere without you. I would go right to the
Now you
police
do
station.
realize that my wife's gonna bill your county commissioner for hiring a
that's
logger,
fine. That's
a husband, every
That's
every
fine.
job
Why would you
that I
take
have
him to
fucking-
jail? I don't even understand
I haven't
that.
even
Like,
committed a crime. I don't understand why you're taking me to
My
jail.
family alone.
I'm not
No.
gonna willingly go to jail. You're gonna have to do it by force
No,
so that I know
Dad.
that it's
No,
not. my-
Gator.
I really don't want to have to do this.
They're gonna
I'm not
search
gonna
and
volunteer to go to jail.
Okay, well then we'll do what we need to do.
Dad, leave my
Then you're going to have to tow
family
the vehicle and
alone.
things are going to
What?
get worse. We're paying you a courtesy.
No, they're putting him in
trying to
cuffs
not-
right now.
No, leave him
Stop!
alone.
Stop! Ariana, he's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Now stop. Everything's going to be fine. And how phone? She's not gonna let him stay there. We'll go pick him up. Alright, they're putting him in cuffs. Stop, Ariana. Everybody. You better stop it now.
She might need it.
Yeah, they're sending another cop car.
I'm leaving everything out of my pockets.
I love you.
I love you.
I don't know what. This is just great. They arrested him. What do I do? They took him to jail. No, they did. He's in the cop car.
You sold your soul.
That's what I'm telling
You
you.
sold your soul. I fought for this country in 2 wars.
Fish.
Hopefully they don't make you do this to your own family.
Yeah, they took him. They're putting him in the car now. Sit your butt.
What was his name? What's your name? Thank you.
Ma'am, do you have a driver's license, you said?
I have an expired driver's
Expired
license.
driver's license?
Father, go!
Go and get in your seatbelt right now.
Okay, so here's the thing. No insurance on the vehicle,
There
no
is
registration.
insurance on the
Okay,
vehicle.
Just hang on and listen to me, okay? I really don't want to have to tow your
Just
car.
because we didn't incriminate ourselves
I
doesn't mean
didn't.
that.
Okay,
You
I'm
know what
not
I mean?
saying that you incriminated yourself. I'm not trying to say that, okay? I'm just going to tell you, you cannot drive this vehicle on a roadway.
We don't drive.
If you cannot travel on a roadway.
You're saying I can't travel
Now,
out of here, Howard.
Can you show me where it says that in the law? Because I don't believe you. I don't believe any of your codes even apply to me because I don't work for you.
So
I'm not a citizen of
Drive
your.
the vehicle and it's going to get towed. All right?
We're just giving you the facts. You can have your view.
So
and
they're
I
saying
respect
that
Okay,
I
so
leave the
are-
We have a law to uphold in this county, and that's what we're
I'm
doing.
telling you right
It's
now,
not a
I didn't
debate.
want to. I did not
You
want to
guys
tow the
can
car and
debate
leave you
that
guys
with the
stranded.
judge.
with
You took
kids.
the father, man.
Okay.
Why
He's
would
gonna
you
have
choose
bail.
to do that?
So what I'm saying is,
How?
if the
What are we
vehicle
looking at
drives
though?
again-
I mean, how long until we could get him out?
You can go get him out right now as long as you have money to bail him out.
Why did you take him then?
Because you broke the law.
You're trying to extort us.
I'm not trying to extort
Yeah,
anybody.
because you just said something
Okay,
about bail and paying.
I'm not going to debate anything with you. I'm telling you
Yeah,
right now,
because
if the vehicle drives, it's going to get towed.
You
Okay.
couldn't ever win a debate.
What
That's
I'm
why.
Absolutely, you're correct.
Yeah.
It's a battle of wits, and I'm coming in armed.
Well,
I
come on,
understand,
man.
Okay.
Why you gotta steal their dad?
Okay. So do you want to listen to me, or do you just
You
want to
you
get your car?
you
Have a
want
nice
to
day.
commit a felony? What? I don't drive. What in the royal
saying
fuck?
that I can't leave the parking lot. In my van. No, I'm not.
Hey, how do we go? Where do we? We don't live here, man.
They said that I'm not allowed. They said if I pull out of here, I'm going to jail for traveling without a license, and my car will be impounded.
Hey, sorry to impose, but I'm feeling that whole situation. Did they just take him to jail for no reason?
Yeah,
for
for
no
nothing.
reason.
For
Okay,
nothing.
I have it on camera, so
So do
I'm live right now too, so
I'll make sure to get some on.
right on. Yeah, I'll give you one of my cards, man.
Yeah, I was watching that. He was calling out the Constitution. That's why I was clapping, because I was like, yeah, you tell him.
Yeah, see, this is my website right here, freedomfromgovernment.org.
No, they already left.
You can
and
get
they
a hold
said
of me
that if
through
I
there.
leave
My
here
phone number's
in
on the
my
top of
van,
every
I'm going
page,
to
so.
jail.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get that and put on the.
They
internet
left
right
and
now.
said if I leave here in my van, I'm going to jail. Yes,
I want my dad.
I know it's gonna be okay.
driving without a license.
Maybe they did it in front of the kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know what we're supposed to do. Put your seatbelt on. You gotta charge that phone. It's gonna be fine. Pull that down so that.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna learn about this, that they stopped the wrong people. It just really sucks that
He'll be let out soon. It's not like they can keep him there.
that they abducted someone. You know, we're not into kidnapping. Why are they?
Yeah, but how can we do anything? I'm stuck here. They told me that if
We're
if
gonna
I
get
leave
them.
here, they're gonna impound my van.
Please. I feel like I'm gonna get a heart attack. I'm scared.
All right. I don't even know what to do right now.
He's been kidnapped, and we're held hostage.
Like he said that we could go bail him out right now, but like why steal him then? You know, why kidnap him if we can go pay money to get him out? Then how do we even get there? You know what I mean? Like he's telling us options that aren't even feasible.
Right, like.
How do we go bail him out?
Oh, you can come bail him out
Just
right
go
now.
bail him out.
And then they said, but you can't leave in your van.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to.
We have an old boy, man. He's one with the police.
Yeah, he got arrested.
For what?
Nothing. They didn't even tell us why.
Well, because you didn't have it.
Yeah, because we don't travel with a license plate.
You're supposed to.
My
No,
father.
you're not. You'd actually, technically, you don't have to.
Well, yeah, if you live on one side of the law and you're.
We're not breaking the law. You have the right to travel. Everybody in this world has the right to travel.
Well, I know, sweetie, but it has to be tagged from one state or another.
Well, my husband's Amish, and he's never had a driver's license. He's
Really?
never had
Nobody
a
I
tag.
know that's Amish has a tag on their
Are
car.
you guys Amish?
Yeah.
I am. That's my
Yeah.
husband.
Oh, okay.
That
We
they
just
took
came
to
here to
jail.
get some food, and now
Really?
we can't. They told us we can't even go nowhere.
My bus is built by Amish people.
Yeah, right on.
In Indiana.
So what are
Yeah.
we supposed to do? They said they can't leave here. Like, I've never had this happen before. Where
Well, you can leave. You can't make a stay here.
I'm sorry, Mark. Somebody just came up.
He
to the window.
promised us,
No,
though,
it's
that
not
he
a
was
cop.
going to
It's
arrest us
Just a guy.
If what?
if we drove.
Oh
No,
yeah, don't drive the
private.
vehicle. Just leave it here, man. Just because it's not registered, bro.
Correct.
In all 50 states, a vehicle, if it's a gasoline-operated vehicle on the road under above 50 cc.
How do you know that?
Not only that,
It's
but
just
they
the
said
law.
that
It's
I
always
can't
been, bro.
travel out
The
of
law-
here unless
like
I
the
have
law of
insurance,
gravity?
which I did.
Because the law of
through your
gravity isn't
sister,
written
but
down
it's
anywhere.
No, it's
together, but I don't know
defiable.
if
We
it's still
defy it
on.
all the time.
But it's
you
not
have to-
written down.
You have to go
So I
through
wasn't
certain
about to-
channels, and the channels you would have to go through to not register a regular passenger car. I mean, it's like you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars to lawyers versus 200
not
bucks
what
to
he
We don't
register.
believe in lawyers either.
Yeah, but
I
he
don't
told me
either, man. I believe they should also be swinging from light poles with the
Yeah,
judges.
yeah. See, so I can't
Yeah.
like go against my creator. You know what I mean? Because God didn't say that we had to have a driver's license. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I can see where he's trying.
Yeah. See where I'm coming
Jail.
from? But then they
No.
come
Yeah,
with
I
the
don't know.
state thing, and they try to get everybody to worship the state. That means you got to have numbers on your. They're gonna try to make us have numbers in our vaccines and shit, man.
To find out where your dad's going.
Yeah, cause
I ain't gonna do all that.
yeah. Well, look, they got you
They-
wearing a mask.
They ain't sticking no COVID shit in me. That's
Yeah, me neither.
They don't
But
got me
what's it
wearing
gonna
it when
what's
I
it gonna
can't
come
breathe.
down
I
to
slow
though?
it down, man. I'm not
Calm
gonna sit there and
down. It's
struggle
fine.
for oxygen and try to fucking get a heart attack or a coronary
He
because
wants
I'm
to
not
help
getting
you.
enough
Yeah.
oxygen. So fuck them.
Yeah, it said I couldn't even
Quit
go
crying.
into Winco if I was having labored breathing, or shortness of breath, and that's what this thing does to
Where are
me.
you guys
Go in the
from?
back. I can't
We live
handle
in
this right now.
Gabs.
Gabs, where is that? Nevada?
Yeah, yeah, it's like 80 miles
After
past
that, you just
Fallon.
watch him go in
okay.
handcuffs, dude.
Yeah, I was living in Reno for like the last year and a half. I just came down here on a whim, man. I want to try to get a cattle dog in this place. They got a place called Gardnerville.
Yeah, it's right over there, huh?
Yeah, and they got some really nice dogs there that I wanted to look at. So my thing is I don't travel with the phone. I travel without a phone. So, well, if you guys get hungry, man, I can feed you. I'll be here for a little while.
Give us a ride.
Yeah, I'll feed you if you need to, bro. If you need
Right on,
food,
right on.
come
Thank
over.
you.